up for auction is an HP DesignJet Z6 PostScript printer. And you also get, it makes it a complete multifunction printer. You get the HP DesignJet HD Pro scanner. It's a 42-inch scanner. Yes, 42-inch scanner. And you also get the computer that works with the scanner. So you can scan to the computer, to your network through the computer, or you can copy straight from here to the printer. I just sent a quick print just to show you everything's working. All I did with this was the left waist, they call it a spittoon. The left waist box was just nasty. I redid the felt in it, put everything back, and new roll of 42-inch regular paper. And I put one new print head in. You will be getting a second print head. The other two are good, but you'll need it at some point. This has 6 colors of ink, CYMK, and you get a photo black, a matte black, and a red ink. The red ink is in there because when you do architectural drawings, there's things called red lines, which is when it's grayscale, but also red. I'm just bringing out a quick picture from my phone. This is a very easy to use printer. And you see it just cut it and printed it out. I'm gonna let this dry. This is just a draft setting of a picture off my cell phone from DC last week. What else? That's not a line in the print. That's actually the railing. But this is regular bond 20-pound paper. That's what I just used to test these out. You'll get the rest of the roll. It was a 150-foot roll when I started. Printed a few test prints, calibrated the scanner for color. And once this dries, I'm going to run this back through the scanner and show you that it will copy right back to the printer. Everything is set up. Everything is up to date. Firmware is good. Everything's good. This thing has very low usage. I'm going to show you right now that it has used less than 1,300 millimeters of ink, almost 1,400 milliliters of ink. The ink cartridges are 300 milliliters. So again, matte black, photo black, red, and then magenta, yellow, and cyan. They're all about halfway full. They do say they're expired, but it doesn't affect anything. This is a dye pigment-based ink. Great for your architectural drawings, your plans, your plots, obviously copying. What else do we use? We do this for posters because it will full bleed print. Like I run a lot of posters, 24-inch rolls, and I make it bleed off the edge. So all we have to do is take the cross cut, which it automatically will do. There's some good software on the HP website that will help with all this. So back to the usage, about 1,300 milliliters of ink. I'm saying that that's less than, I think the starter cartridges come with like 100 milliliters or 150. So then you get the 300 milliliters that are in there now. So it's barely used 2 sets of ink. And as far as paper goes, they were printing mostly black and white. And they got 500 feet, linear feet. That's like 4 rolls of 150 foot. It's a little bit less, but my point is it's super clean, super ready for the next guy. Don't think you'll need to do any maintenance in a while except for the print head. Your scanner, let's talk about this. 1 sheet at a time, it will do rigid substrate. You have control over your height. This will take boards. If you do fine art, I believe that will do 1/2 inch thick. I've never tried it, but it does do it. As soon as this dries, I'm going to show you that this will scan and copy. It's almost dry. And again, this is just regular photo printer that's set up to do both uncoated paper and your coated photo paper. I'm going to come back with some photo paper. I think I have a roll that will fit in this, or sheets that will fit, and I'll do a nice photo print just to show you how good it looks with the photo black and when it lays down more ink. So it even tells you when I raise it up to put the support. There must be some kind of support bracket that you can put on the back of here. Yeah, I don't have it because I never ran this, but it looks like something just clicks into these holes here to help it hang on. The scanner is made in Germany. HP doesn't make this directly. They brand it because it's a really good piece of equipment. It's 2016 model year on the serial number, 2015 or 16. Where the printer is actually 2018. Come around and give you the serial numbers real quick. Trying to do this all in one take, even though I'm not going to be able to. That says it was manufactured in 2015. And then, of course, your printer was manufactured in 2019. I don't know if this was ever sold as a set like I'm doing now, but this is how it came into me. And I feel like the scanner adds a lot of value to this, where it doesn't take up much more room and it allows you to do a lot more. The scanner does work by itself. You do not need to use even this computer. It has USB, you can plug in like a regular USB device to any single computer. It also has Ethernet, which it will DHCP and work right off of it. Your printer is Ethernet enabled. And then once it's connected to the internet, it will print from your phones, Wi-Fi, anywhere in your network. With HP Smart, you can print from anywhere in the world. I could send you a link today and you can print your artwork directly to my printer securely and safely. Well, if you trust HP to have your image. But other than that, it's a nice little package. And again, 44-inch printer, 6-color, 42-inch scanner with the computer. Everything's included. Real easy to ship this. This goes on a pallet, blanket wrapped, protected. This goes on a pallet, blanket wrapped, protected. The stands go separate. The computer and all the accessories go in a box. And if I have to put it on 2 pallets, I will, but I've usually been able to get these on one longer pallet. All right, questions, comments, reach out. Now that my guys are set though, it's a little bit easier. This thing has 200 scans on the lifetime counter. It was very rarely used wherever it came from, whatever shop went out of business. And the bulb was bad. We did replace the bulb and we did calibrate the scanner. Come on, suck it in. There it goes. So it just takes it when you get it in close. I'm gonna hit the scan and get the preview again. And I'm not exactly straight here, but you can see it's working like it should. There's your preview. And then you can even crop this up to here. Let's say I don't need all of this white edges. It's pretty intuitive, actually. It's a little touchy. Okay, so then I could take that. I could change this to just, I don't know, it doesn't need to be on photo, but it's fine. Copy, color, photo, 300 DPI. We can make this a little bit better. We can do 1200 DPI. We want to do a fast print, a normal print, it's fine. Input size, that's in centimeter. You can change that to inches when you get it, and then you hit, let's make 2 copies just so you can see that everything's good here. I hit start. It's now sending it. Oh no, now it's gonna scan it at full res, I'm sorry. I changed it to 1200 DPI, so it's gonna take a little bit longer to scan. But as soon as it starts to scan, it's sending it. It already's got it downloading to the printer. Obviously 300 DPI, 600 DPI, it's quicker. And I'll time lapse this so you don't have to watch it go an inch per minute. I think it does 6 inches per minute at full speed. And for the most part, 600 DPI or 300 DPI is fine for line drawings and books and anything else that you're doing on here. And it should stop where I cropped it. It shouldn't scan past where I cropped it if it works like it did when I tried this yesterday. And I'm not sure how it does it, but it probably uses PostScript to send it in lines instead of the whole file like you would normally send a PDF and it would rip on the engine. I think it actually sends, what is it? It's like rip data right to it. So it's already rasterized when it's going to the printer. It doesn't have to process it. It just prints it right out, if I believe that's correct. All right, your copy's coming out here. I guess I should have rotated that, but I cut it off, so it shouldn't be any longer than that picture. Point being, everything's working like it should. Colors are good. Even for a copy, colors are good. This thing does have an I1 type scanner in it that will read, will color calibrate, will allow you to print on your material a calibration sheet like this for the scanner, so you can calibrate to all kinds of paper. Obviously, most of the stuff isn't that important when you're doing line drawings and other stuff. And you can see it's a little heavy with the ink, but it's still going to dry. Okay. It's just a quick test, a quick print showing you everything's good here. And I did this print earlier, which I'll show you right now in the video. I've got to cut it. This was a big stock print from the machine. And what else? So because it has that I1 scanner, it will print at the end of every roll. Like if I want to eject the paper right now, it will. Oh, I made 2 copies, so it's printing a second one. Hee hee. HP has great feeding system for their paper. At least I think it's one of the better ones. Just like the HP latex machine, same thing. I'm going to stop this so I'm not wasting ink for no reason. You can also print from USB here, USB here. You know, there's a little USB on the side. Just so you know how this hooks up, I got this hooked up Ethernet to the Ethernet port 2. Ethernet port 1 goes to your router or your switch. And then this is Ethernet to your switch or your wall, however you have it set up. You do need 2 Ethernet outlets. You do need 2 110 power supplies, 3 110 power supplies with the computer. And that's it. Nothing crazy. Nothing draws tons of power. It's a very economical machine to run. You can get ink super cheap. Let me know when you need ink. I will help you find it. The printer is actually the same as a DesignJet Z6100 PS. They just call it the Z6 because there's a 64-inch version, a 44-inch version, and then I think there's the one with the vertical cutters too. All right. Again, this will scan to network. This will scan to USB folder. This will also plug in directly to your computer if you do not want to use it as an MPF, multifunction printer. Show you real quick how clean this is. There's no, like, I didn't have to even clean the drop sensors or anything. It was just so little usage. There's your new spittoon over there, which is, if you do a lot of black and white, the only thing you want to do is take this foam out once every other month and just clean it in the sink. You want the ink to drop down. Other than that, super easy to maintain. You don't have to run this every day. And it does have the automatic color calibrations. There you have it. Big package. That's what she said. And questions, comments, reach out. Any machines you guys are looking for, reach out. If this isn't a good fit for you, but you need something similar, I can find it for you. I have a good network of used equipment, and everything basically comes off lease or out of shops that have gone out of business or consolidated. Again, I guarantee everything I sell, and I support it, meaning I support you, expanding your shops, getting more business. Questions, comments, reach out. Good luck. Happy bidding.